What's one thing your partner doesn't know? When we worked together, someone kept stealing food from my husband's lunchbox. He started deliberately packing more food. He assumed the person was stealing food because they were hungry and couldn't afford it. I found out who did it. She hated him and was doing it to try to piss him off. I told her if she did it again I would make a big stink of it, but never told him because I didn't want to shatter his illusion that he was doing a nice thing for someone who really needed it. Update: I think I need to fess up tonight and let him know so many people who aren't me think Hess a treasure. I may not fit in the house with how big his head is going to get after that though. She hated him so stole from his lunchbox? What is this, preschool? Life is a series of the same damn interactions, over and over and over and over and that I know their Reddit account. Ooh, that's dangerous. Oh Phil, you are such a nerd. Thanks. Phil goes home and logs in as PussySlayer69420 on Reddit. PussySlayer69420 Lamau and U420 PussySlayer69 would be offended. Edit. Apparently there is a Reddit account named exactly PussySlayer69420 as well, but it didn't show up when I searched. That account was exactly what I expected from someone with that username. I rub her back when she's asleep because she makes happy noises and I like to think it makes her have better dreams. I do also do this to the dog though. Y'all need another dog? I can bark. I pretend to be asleep when he wakes up because I love how sweetly he wakes me up. Smile. This is really ducking adorable. I smiled. Meanwhile, when I try to wake my wife, she has a mini heart attack that I don't need to read aloud. My girlfriend struggles with insomnia, but for some reason when I talk to her late at night she passes out almost immediately. So whenever I read a book I read out loud softly under the guise that it helps me focus. It works every time. Smile. Edit. Holy shit, thanks for all the awards. I was definitely not expecting this to blow up. Update: she found the post after digging for it. She thought it was super sweet. I get this. I have really bad insomnia. Really bad. And when my GF convinces me to lay down with her, she will force me to be the small spoon. Boom. I'm out. She absolutely hates cuddling for long periods cause she gets too hot. Even in the winter, in Alaska, with a window open. But she does it for me. Puts me in a sweaty coma, and I sleep for 8 hours. That I knew he was planning to propose to me, but I still acted surprised. Married 14 years now, still haven't told him. He is so proud of the idea that he managed to surprise me. Aw. My Bill actually had to kneel twice, because he proposed in a wine cellar and the first time she thought he was looking at some bottles so just went away. How to clean the oatmeal dish. Always leaves visible chunks and then hangs it up like it's clean. She has a PhD in chemistry. I totally feel this. My so does this all the time. How to turn a light off when she leaves a room. Whenever we get fast food to go, she enjoys eating the extra fries which have fallen out of their carriage and into the bag. I'm not really sure why she enjoys them so much, but whenever there aren't any, I drop a few down when grabbing my fries secretly and then give her the bag. It's been 8 years, haha. I always grab my fries last and she's never noticed. Holy cow. After all of these comments, I'm definitely getting a burger and fries tonight. Late edit. Well, we're separating. Made it almost a decade. I'm keeping this post up because the karma, but please stop replying to it. Thanks and take care. Bag fries are the best. I went on a field trip once and we stopped at McDonald's for lunch. One kid ordered 2 large fries to go, and asked for extra salt. He removed the fries from the bag, dumped them back into the bag, added salt, then shook it up. That was his entire lunch. Bag fries. I put no salt into his salt shaker he keeps on his table near his video games. He is notorious for oversalting his food and has high blood pressure. I've been doing this for almost 4 years now. He can't tell the difference. He uses so much salt that he keeps a shaker in extra locations. The thought of having a salt shaker at my desk made my mouth dry up. Lamau. When we were dating she tickled my feet and I acted as if I wasn't ticklish. 13 years later she will tickle them and be amazed I am not ticklish, every time it tickles. I have to hide this forever. Yes. I am trapped within this hell also. Dormammu, I've come to tickle. That when I tell her I don't want her to make cookies cause we are being healthy, that I really want her to make cookies. My wife is the worst for this. I do the shopping and she always tells me not to get any sweet snacks because she is on a diet. Then a couple of days later she will be asking me where the sweet snacks are. How to relax. She's always wound up about something and it's hard for her to let herself do nothing. Honestly, I'm the same way. I always feel anxiety pressing me down. Very early in the relationship, after the second date, his monitor broke right on Sunday. I knew he was an avid gamer. So I quickly bought a 27 monitor on eBay and told him I had that laying around. While he was on the way to me, I power walked through half the town to get it and quickly changed clothes because it was drizzling. He had low income and no money and I didn't want him to feel like he's in my debt. We're over 2 years together now. I try to give her the better half of life. If there are 2 pieces of pizza left and 1 piece is burnt, he'll take the burnt one. She gets the good piece. If I'm going to shower and Therese 1 normal towel left, I will use a hand rag or something to dry off. She gets the towel. If Therese that unwanted end of the bread loaf, I'll make myself a sandwich using that sad end piece. I'll then make her sandwich with the good pieces. I do this all the time for the smallest things. She never knows. I try to make her life better in those small ways. How to shut a drawer at less than 126 miles per hour. If Hess out of town, I go completely feral for the first 1 or 2 days. Candy for breakfast, falling asleep in the couch, beer with dinner on a weekday, clothes on the floor, recycling bag overflowing, then I shape up. When he comes back everything's back to normal. But man does it feel good to be a sloppy pig sometimes. Yup. First I clean the house really well, then I pig it up with my piggy little mess, then I clean it again before he comes home. In the meantime I'm binging all of the trash TV, hair and face masks, crackers, cheese for dinner, boxes of wine, takeout, weed inside, zero pants. The Bachelorette works. Hess not even controlling, at all, or particularly clean, it's just fun. Reminds me of when my parents would leave for a weekend when I was a teenager. I'm a stay-at-home spouse and do the same thing whenever my wife is gone for 4 or more days. Day 1, clean the house and then buy a few racks of pork ribs and a bunch of broccoli. Stay up until 3 a.m. drinking whiskey, slow cooking the ribs, and making a bucket of broccoli slaw. That's my dinners for the week. Day 2, no pants. Breakfast, weed. History or music documentaries. Put a dining room chair right next to the turntable so I can listen to records on headphones while playing video games. Ribs and broccoli slaw for dinner. Feed the cat deli turkey so he thinks I'm the fun parent. Day 3, do 2 preliminary chores so I won't have to do everything last minute to return the apartment to living order. More records and video games and general sloppiness. Take out sushi instead of ribs and slaw for dinner. Masturbate in the living room just because I can. Day 4, she's coming back tomorrow. Vacuum and laundry. Address the surprisingly large dish pile. Take out the trash. Put the decorative pillows back in their place. Make sure the only evidence of my deviancy is the 3 ribs that I set aside for my wife on day 1. This is a good system, well done. When we watch movies together we always snack. One of our favorites to munch on during the movie are the Sour Punch bites. She takes all the blue ones because I don't like them and they are her favorite, always says how lucky she is that worked out like that. The blue ones are also my favorite, but she can have them. Just an FYI, they make bags with only blue ones inside. Just order or get those by accident and deal with it, then at the end decide you like blue too. Off scot-free and can get all blue bags, all the time. Found a link, for a giant bag, but there are smaller versions. https://www.orientaltrading.com/patch kids blue raspberry soft and chewy candy just blue 5-pound party size bag A214103687.fltr BPPS 540 forms search source Binka McBinkpla 36152848611852744224568281410368 mes CLKID 9D169337760D1-63E620B3F2F3E0BB edit, link to the correct candy. I think, Amazon.com. Lord's work. How to mate with knight and bishop. What a duckin' noob. Edit, I'm gonna dump my beginner's chess advice here due to many requests. It's not much effort to get over the initial hump. If you're not familiar with basic tactics, do the training modules on Lichess. Lichess.org. The Building Habits series on the Chesper Extra YouTube channel will teach everything to get you a good handle on the game, ideas for most any position. Taught by a grandmaster, very long and illustrates everything he advises as he climbs the rating ladder. Lichess Puzzle Streakstorm, they're relatively straightforward and great to cement tactical pattern recognition. Practice them a lot. Do a few hours of mate-in-one puzzles until they're too easy to be valuable. Play 15 minutes with increment, or longer. Learn to use the Lichess analysis board. Chess subs are active.